Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your September 2025 reading. My name is Ellena. Thank you so much for tuning in. I already pre-shuffled your cards, so let's jump right in and see what Spirit has to say for your monthly reading. So your first card is Release. Giving and Receiving. Love Abounds. Observe, Sadness and Isolation, Root or Base Chakra, Open Up, and Shine. And you have 3 cards here. Passion Ignited, that's exciting. Suffering in Silence and Transformation. Wow. All right. Let's see what I can pick up here. You know, for those who are watching, I do feel like you have a lot of ancestors trying to get to you. They're trying to give you messages in terms of your journey here, because I feel like everything has led to this space in your life where you have been working on healing your base chakra. Now, our base chakra has to do with our security. It's about believing that we will be safe. It's about no longer being anxious anymore or overthinking about things. It's like a very stable energy of safety and of trust that things will always work out for you. And that no matter what happens around you, you are so firm in your foundation and your vibration that you are kind of like this unstoppable force that can't really budge, like it's like unwavering. It's like a mountain, right? If I see a mountain, it's like this mountain's not really gonna move. Other people can't really influence it. And I feel like, I don't know why I feel like if people grew up in homes where they were always consistently let down by those around them, like it was an unpredictable home, maybe you moved a lot, maybe people were never really there to kind of assist you in emotional regulation or even just providing stability for you. It's like such an unpredictable hot and cold household. You kind of learn to not feel safe like for most of your life. And in doing so, when you don't feel safe, you end up just having a lot of chaos, or you meet a lot of people who are unpredictable and like not stable, and that kind of makes you more stressed out, right? So stable people are very consistent. They're consistent in the way they show up in the world. They're consistent in the way that they act. They move with integrity in this world, and they're not wishy-washy. They say what they mean, and they do what they say. And I feel like maybe before you met people that were not balanced in that way, it's either like you were overgiving to these people and they were just not given enough, which led to further disappointment in believing that people were just going to let you down, which is, again, part of that healing or that wound in your base chakra, which is that, people are disappointing. The ones that I love will disappoint me. I don't have true support. Like, it's always unwavering. It's always wavering. Therefore, we unconsciously attract situations and people where that stability is not there. That friendship that goes up and down, or you're in relationships that are hot and cold, or like your job is not doing what they say they're going to do. Like if they say they're going to have healthcare in 3 months, then they keep changing it or whatever. They're like, no, we'll do it in 6 months or whatever. Like it's just not stable. And I think you've been working so hard on healing that, in finding stability in yourself, but also like trusting your intuition and clearing out energy-wise people's junk that's not yours. So you're getting very clear about it. And I feel like you've been observing that that's been a pattern in your life. And unfortunately, sometimes when we grew up in homes like that, we isolate ourselves because that is our form of safety. We have learned that people are not really safe to be around, or like people will let us down. So we might even develop hyper independence. And because it's been unpredictable, maybe you have hypervigilance as well, where it's like you've learned to kind of isolate yourself in a form of self-preservation and healing for yourself. But you're also realizing that that's not the life that you want. It's not a life that makes you happy. And you're learning that you need to be around people, and you need to trust that the people that you're going to meet are not going to be like the ones that you've dealt with before. And that is because you've done the work on this. So it's like either you're going to meet people who are more stable, more integritous, people who say what they mean and mean what they say, or they're very grounded, or you're working for companies that, you know, do what they say they're going to do, like they have a good reputation with them, and that will lead you to a life that is more of joy and happiness and fulfillment, because you know, you only isolated yourself because I feel like during that time you constantly, as you're healing this, you constantly were met with that type of vibe, that heavy vibe, and it's very rare that you were able to see people that were in a stable energy. But because now you've worked with that, your reality is going to shift to align with your new vibration of what it is that you are doing, right? And I feel like with here, it brings a sense of ease. You're letting your heart kind of shine. You're opening up to the possibility that there are people out there that are rooting for you, that are there to help you. You're getting earthly support, whereas before I feel like you had to do a lot of things by yourself. And this earthly support now with your spiritual support, because I do feel like you've always were connected to spirit, like you've always had spiritual support, you've always relied on your angels and guides to help you on your journey, but you needed more earthly support, which you didn't have before. And I think when you've healed this, it's like you're opening this pathway where there's people who are there in the physical world that have resources, networked, ways to kind of assist you in doing what it is that you love to do. And it creates a sense of safety for you. You're not going to be hyper vigilant around them. Like, you're going to be able to just kind of be yourself and just be at ease and shine in the way that you do. And that can also lead to people watching you. They're like, why is this person so dang happy? Like, it's like, why is this person always at peace? Like, what's happening here? It's like a type of magic that you have because you've gone through so much internally that nobody, like, your energy has shifted so much, and like it will be confusing to those who are observing you because it takes a lot of inner work to get to that level of peace, you know? And until a person is able to do all that work inside, they will never know. From the outside, they will never know how you're able to maintain that vibration of rootedness, groundedness, and peace in your aura. You'll be perplexing to them. But yeah, partnership. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be meeting somebody here. I don't know if you're like looking for love. I do feel like this opening of your heart chakra and opening to the possibilities that there's good people out there, and trusting amazing things are coming. I feel like for those who are interested in a love relationship, that's coming in. It can also be a business partnership that's coming in. It can also represent community, but when I see these two, I can't help but feel like a best friend vibe in terms of like business, and love. It could be both, actually, business and love. Or maybe it's a businessman, something. Businessman, businesswoman, someone who has money, which is nice. I have like a pen mark in there. I don't even know how I got that. Anyways. Fox. Clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Yeah, that's just validating what I just said. You know, resources, earthly resources are coming to help you. And then it's like, yeah, there's a love partner coming in here. Pronghorn and action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you and land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Yeah, I feel like you've overcome something major. It's a big transformation. And like rewards are coming because of that. It's like anytime you've ever felt isolated or like in hermit mode and you just didn't understand what was going on. In terms of like, why is it that it's so hard for me to connect with people around me and all this? You are learning to have a firm foundation in who you are, what you want, and also that confidence in yourself that you are always taken care of. And this was the main reason why I feel like you were kind of isolated in that way, for your safety, for your protection. Because this is a major thing. You can't have all these blessings in this world without having to have done the work and trusting that this world is a beautiful place that is here for your enjoyment in many ways, right? Like, yes, there's a lot of things to work on this planet and heal from. However, your life isn't always about that serious healing work or like healing other people. It's like a life where you're supposed to have joy too. You're not here to always trigger people into their transformation or to always transform yourself. You're here to enjoy your experiences as well. And that involves being confident in yourself, knowing that you're taken care of, meeting people who are like-minded and who don't make you doubt yourself. So I do see a lot of love coming in for you, and a more balanced relationship in work, partnerships, platonic or romantic, and it's actually going to feel a lot freeing for you, a lot more freeing for you. So that's exciting. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.